So today I'm going to talk about when creators say that they love their fans. This goes for celebrities, musicians, etc. too. So I saw a video by Low-Key Martin. He's another guy doing similar videos to this. This is like a niche that's popping up more and more, a little talking over the Minecraft videos type stuff. And it was just called I Love You. And this video isn't to call him out. I didn't watch his video. You know, I don't know anything about the guy, so there's no hate there, anything like that. No beef. But it sparked something in my mind, and it made me want to talk about this because this has been a pet peeve of mine for a while. Maybe I'm being too literal, but I really don't like it when creators say I love you to their fans, because I don't think that's what that really means, and it's just something that really bothers me. I feel like it cheapens the word. So when creators say I love you to their fans, they can really only mean like one of a few things. And to know what they actually mean, we'd probably have to know the creator and their intentions a little bit better. But I would say the most common meaning is that they love the attention. They love, for the larger creators, probably the money, adoration, the sense of like self-worth they get from other people enjoying their content and telling them how much they love them. And they probably love the fans in some like nebulous way as like a collective. Now this all sounds super nitpicky, and possibly some aspects of it are, but we live in a world where the parasocial relationship thing is pretty fucking out of control. So I feel like words like love and things like that, I feel like these are like important distinctions to make. This is not just like nitpicky for the sake of being nitpicky anymore. A couple years ago there was this I think GTA roleplay streamer or something. I can't remember his name right now, but he was talking about how when he streamed, he would get all these like subscribers and donations and whatever, and you know, the protocol or whatever, like the social protocol, is to say thank you every single time. It's like, oh, thank you so much for your $2 donation or whatever. At some point he decided that he was going to stop doing that, because he said every stream was just turning into a giant thankathon, and it was like altering the content in a really negative way. Like, it's just breaking up the flow. And I always thought, like, yeah, at a certain point it gets kind of ridiculous to just sit there thanking your subscribers or thank, like, you know, every donation that you get, because it kind of like transforms the content in a really negative way. And I remember this guy got a bunch of shit. People were saying he was ungrateful and this and that, and like, you know, it's almost like people were donating just so they could be acknowledged and thanked. And I don't think that's a good reason to donate any of your money to anybody or to subscribe to somebody or whatever, is because you want acknowledgement. It was weird. To me, it's almost like people, they don't have friends, or they want to be friends with the streamer, or they want to be friends with the YouTuber or whatever, and it's strange because they don't know the person. Like, they only know the person in videos, and everybody in videos is putting on some type of a front, whether that's intentional or unintentional. You can't go on a video and talk to a camera and, you know that you're putting out to a large audience and be completely 100% yourself, 100% genuine. You can try your best, and a lot of creators do try their best, but at the end of the day, I mean, you're playing like a character to some extent, right? The other thing is when you say things like this guy said, and probably like what I'm saying right now, you can come across as ungrateful, or like you don't appreciate the fact that people are putting their time into watching you and watching something you made. And I don't think that is the case at all. I think there are people who are ungrateful and just care about money, or like, you know, fame and all this whatever. But I do think that like when people say they love their fans, most genuine creators do feel some sense of appreciation and gratitude towards their fans as like a collective, and I think that's what they really mean. Also, going back to before, talking about like people donating only because they want an acknowledgement, or like their name said, or they wanted to be friends with the streamer or whatever, that's another thing I've never got. So if I'm donating to somebody, it's because I like value the content, so I'm subscribing to them because I want to watch and enjoy the content. It's nice if they want to say thank you, but I don't need that acknowledgement from them, because that's not what I'm paying them for. I'm just doing it because I value the work. It's one of those things that it has the same feeling to me as like when, say, your friend's band on Facebook made a new page and they're saying, hey, come like my page, support us or whatever. I get like the idea behind that, I get like the sentiment, but I'm like, maybe I'm taking it too literal, I don't know, it's very practical for me. It's like if I don't like the music, I'm not gonna like the page, because that's the whole point of liking the page, is so I can keep up with the music. I may like the person just fine, I just may not enjoy their music. It's not an indictment of their character. And it's the same thing where, like, if I followed like a friend on Twitter or something and they don't follow me back, people will be like, oh, why don't you follow them back? Because why would they if they don't like my tweets or my content? Like, I just don't get the point. Another thing that happens sometimes is, like, if you make somebody a moderator in your stream or your chat, they're like, some people expect it back, or they're like, why don't you do it too? It's like, all these things are roles, right? Like, it's a very specific function. Following somebody on Twitter or Facebook or whatever serves a very specific function, and making them a moderator serves a very specific function. It's not just like a weird status thing, but everything feels like a weird status thing all the time. And I guess I just don't understand fucking social interaction very well. Anyway, all this to say, using the word love on that kind of scale and in that way just feels like a manipulation tactic sometimes. And I don't even always mean that consciously. Like, I'm not assigning malice to people. It just feels like it's like a subtle way for people to, like, make people feel appreciated, so they keep coming back and so they feel special. Maybe I've said it in one of my videos, like, without even realizing it. Maybe I've subconsciously let that slip. I try to avoid that, because it's not true in that way, and it feels strange. What I will say is, I do genuinely appreciate everybody who watches me, as much as I can, without actually knowing any of you, and all of you, or the majority of you, just being like faceless numbers in my analytics, and one-line sentences in my comments section. I do genuinely enjoy reading all the comments. I enjoy the satisfaction I get from people relating to the stuff I have to say, or telling me they love my builds or whatever. It's really cool, and I do appreciate everything. I just take issue with the words people use, I guess, sometimes. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a guy on the internet playing a 13-year-old version of Minecraft, rambling about things that are on my mind. I hope you guys enjoyed what I had to say, and if you didn't, hit that dislike button. I'll see you guys in another week. Peace out.